Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Kilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and welcome back to the Advice Arena, where I give you advice on playing Arena. We're smack dab in the middle of our Gorehowl Warrior run. So far, this deck has gone 1-1, and I think we have an okay list. It's got a lot of early game, so we do have to get off to strong, aggressive starts. As long as we do that, I think we can win some games. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right back into the next game, see if we can't win a few more in this particular video. I'm not the best Warrior player in the world, I'll admit, at least in Arena. I do like Warrior and Constructed. So hopefully that's not too much of a handicap here as we try to make Warrior work in the Advice Arena. We haven't actually seen our Gorehowl in a game yet, despite this being called the Gorehowl Warrior. So we will be happy when that shows up and does carry us to some late game value, because there can be a ton of value packed into Gorehowl. So here we will definitely send back the 7-drop. It's way too slow, but we like the Zombie Chow and the Fierce Monkey pretty well. Oh, this is great. So I've got a 1-drop, I've got a 2-drop, and I've got a 3-drop. It does not get any better than that, particularly when you get the 4-drop off the top too. This is the best imaginable curve, and all strong minions, frankly. So it's unfortunate that he also has a good 1-drop, but it is a Warlock, so not too surprising. Nazas First Mate actually gives us some flexibility as well. It's a little sad that our Zombie Chow traded so perfectly with his Flame Imp, even healing his damage he took, but at least we didn't fall behind. Otherwise that Flame Imp would have been really rough. The problem with Warlock is if we both get off to good early starts, he's much better because... oh, that's risky. He's much better off because his hero power can draw him cards to fill in, and ours cannot. So we essentially run out of cards a lot faster than he does, and he's able to use his early game cards essentially without any issues cropping up later, because he can just refill his hand. We kind of run out eventually. Mortal Coil, it's kind of annoying, but we still were able to protect the Amani. Never mind, we were not able to protect the Amani. But we're up on the board, which is equally valuable, right? So here we have a bit of a dilemma. I think I'll play the Mechanical Yeti. I don't have a way to activate the Berserker. So it's got one less attack, as far as I know, and I want to be able to kill what he plays next, even if it has 5 health. The Nazas First Mate can help me fill in, but if I played the Aberrant Berserker, I'd only be able to do 4 damage next turn. So I think it's pretty substantially important that we picked this one. Unfortunately, we do need to start winning the game soon. Right now we're kind of going trade for trade. It's playing evenly, so... what's that going to be? Coined out a 5-drop here. Must be something pretty intriguing. Doomguard, maybe? Doomguard would be annoying. That's true. But he's changed decisions now. I think that's a Doomguard. This one's not that good. Leaves us in a pretty tidy spot. So we'll just play what we've got essentially here. No need to get fancy. The Nazas is a little better than the Abusive, because hopefully the Abusive sets up a nice trade next turn. I'm not going to attack the 2-2 because it's very likely going to run into the 4-1 here, so that'd just be kind of a waste to have a weapon attack. But I am going to attack the face because we have more weapons coming, and I don't suspect I'll need all these charges to kill minions. That was a Doomguard. We were right. So we can kill it. We can easily kill it now. But unfortunately, we do not have a very good turn to follow up. Not at all, in fact. We're just going to have basically 2 minions out. And we're going to hero power. And that's unfortunate. We have a good turn 7, thankfully, but not the best turn ever. Just 3 attack on the board. I mean, granted, we're ahead on the board, which is nice, but we don't have any resources either. So we're very susceptible to AoE. We're very susceptible to... I was literally getting ready to say, we're very susceptible to a turn 6 Dread Infernal. Dread Infernal. Obsidian Destroyer is a solid answer to that. Might actually stall it out with the 1-1 taunts here, and we can even Annoyatron to follow up to continue stalling it out. And maybe just punch face. Siphon Soul or something would be pretty rough on the Obsidian Destroyer. Or another Mortal Coil or some way to deal with the Scarab here. That was such a powerful play. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. We can even deal with this. Grand Crusader's an amazing draw, because we just need a big minion. It's one of our only big minions. I can't play that yet. So we can do the Annoyatron here. And he's definitely going to hero power, so that's going to get an attack, but it will go back to his hand probably. I think we'll kill the Berserker here. We could go ahead and kill the Dread Infernal. I guess we will, because this attacking the Dread Infernal will kill it. This attacking the Dread Infernal currently will not kill it, and it looked like he didn't have the Mortal Coil. So this can trade into this now. Plus we have 2 taunts, so even if he had... Mortal Coil would kill this, but... Oh, that could be bad. Soulfire or something could take this out. We want the... Or Mortal Coil too, he can get, obviously. I don't think he would, or he would have already snap-grabbed it. It's probably just like a minion tournament dude. The taunt. Oh, he messed that up! He had to attack first. Yeah, he goosed that a little bit. So, okay. We gotta figure out some trades here. We might actually just... We don't have lethal quite yet, but man, we're getting close. So we gotta kill this. We can use our little guys, but I think I want them to live. Specifically, just because they're taunts. So we'll go this direction. We'll definitely competitive spirit, and I think we're just gonna turn and go face. I could kill one of these minions with my weapon and the Scarab, but I also have 10 damage. And I think a lot of my stuff will live through the turn. If I kill this, then he will have a harder time killing both. I guess we'll do it. I guess we'll just go ahead and kill one of these. And we'll go face with the other stuff. So we're going to get another taunt out here. So he shouldn't be able to poke through into the Destroyer based on what he has. I mean, obviously an AoE or Mortal Coil or whatever would deal with that. But Competitive Spirit could be a decent grab here if he only kills 2 minions. So like he could kill the Bloodhoof or he could kill the small taunt. So he'll probably go for the Bloodhoof. And he can do it in a way that keeps the Berserker alive. But he has to find ways to kill this stuff or we're just going to win the game, right? Because this alone will do 6 damage with the Competitive Spirit. So like Hellfire would be amazing. Well, not that amazing, but it'd be amazing. So he's going to leave this one alive. I guess that's kind of smart because he took them... Well, he just took 2 damage off the board, but he kept his guys alive. Dark Bomb's pretty good, but he's still got to kill the Destroyer. Implosion's pretty good. Jeez. Okay, so I have 3 damage. I have a lot of lethal draws here. That's not one of them. Seriously? I think I have to just go ahead and go face. And look for lethal draws. Obviously, he can kill my board a little bit, but he can only life tap 1 more time. And I have so many lethal draws, so many weapons. He can trade. He'll have 1 minion alive if he clears the board here. But his whole board will also die. And he has to clear my board every turn. It's just taunts now that really hurt me. It's really unfortunate he had the Implosion and the Dark Bomb. That's crazy. Doomguard doesn't do it. He needs a taunt or a heal. Alright, we've got some time and we've got some lethal draws. Stealth Guy would be good. Fierce Monkey does not help at all. It's actually just worthless. It just dies. I mean, it buys me 6 health probably, but... Oh my gosh. Every time we don't draw lethal, he has a chance to get a taunt or a heal. God, that's not it, but it's scary. That's not it either. He's going to use this big guy instead of his little guys. That's intriguing. I think I would have killed the little guys off. Against a warrior particularly, just because warriors have so many ways to... Alright, so we have maybe 1 more turn after this one. That doesn't do it. Buys me some time, though, which is important, because he is doing 12, 14, 16, 17, 18 damage. So I probably have to get it next turn if he didn't draw some sort of heal or taunt. So there's the taunt, so I'm probably just dead. I can't get through that and survive now. So we just lost the game. It's really, really ridiculously unlucky that he had the implosion and the dark bomb to answer our board. Blood Ichor. We can't even use that on the face. It doesn't help us at all. I don't think we have any direct damage. It's going to be a weapon, which a weapon cannot get through the Shield Master in time. So I think we're just going to be dead. Probably has it now, in fact. 12, 14, 15, 16, 19. Yeah, he has exact lethal on the board. It's really, really stupidly unfortunate. We're playing people with really... so frustrating how good of starts our opponents have gotten off to when our deck is all about getting really good starts. If he hadn't played the Flame Imp, we win the game, probably. But also those ridiculous removal spells. I'm feeling a little sour, if you can't tell, about this loss. Felt like a very winnable game. We could have made some trades, right? So you may be wondering, like, why didn't you trade? Why did you go face with that, whatever it was, the giant guy, the Obsidian Destroyer, instead of making some trades? It only had 1 health, like you should have went face. Well, problem with that is something I laid out at the beginning of the game, is that we can't compete with him over a long game. Like, he draws more cards than we do. We run out of cards, as you saw. We're top decking cards. So we have to win. We can't just sit back and try to make trades and lose the resources we have on the board. We have to pressure. And we essentially pressured him to a spot where he was only drawing 1 card a turn, so it looked like we had a really good chance to draw what we needed before he drew what he needed, because we limited his ability to draw. Unfortunately for us, he did draw some of the right stuff, and we drew some of the wrong stuff. So Blood's Acre's not really a 1-drop, but we'll go ahead and keep it just because it's a very flexible, powerful card, and we have a 2 and a 3-drop as well. Noritron's not the best 2-drop, but between its 1 attack and Blood to Ichor, we can kill something with 2 health pretty reasonably. So they might work together kind of nicely. It's just it's kind of a turn 3 thing, so we'll need other cards to fill in the gaps on the mana. We've still yet to see our Gorehowl. Gorehowl would have given us lethal last turn at the right point, but no such luck for us. So it looks like we're going to play our 2 and our 3 here, unless something super enticing happens. So this is probably a guy that doesn't have a good start, and we don't draw our good start. Fireworks is not that good against Noritron, so we'll go ahead and eat some weapon charges here. Amani Berserker Blood to Ichor is a pretty sick combo, particularly if he wastes his weapon charges on the... So he also has it. That's annoying. We're supposed to be the annoying one, not you, bro. Come on. You know how this works. So, Fierce Monkey's fine. He actually spent 2 mana on that 2/2 deal 1 damage, so it's kind of like a slightly cheap Ironforge Rifleman. That's a good card. Wish we had one of those. I know, we passed on one. Being a smart aleck. The Arathi Weaponsmith is definitely on curve, but it just dies to the weapons. It's not that great, and it doesn't attack anymore. And I can play it next turn and still cast the weapon and cast the Blood to Ichor to fill in the curve. So since I don't have an on-curve play next turn anyway, I'm going to float a mana one of these turns regardless. What is that going to be? Inner Rage. That's not that good, really. Imp Master. That's definitely somewhat annoying. So the Kezan Mystic here is actually just as good as the Arathi in many ways. In fact, maybe even arguably a little better. And I don't really want to Blood to Ichor the Imp Master at this point. So we'll probably just play the Kezan. It's never going to get value against a Warrior. So it's kind of our 5-drop, right? We could Ichor off one of these, but they don't trade into this right now anyway. So it doesn't really give us extra value. We have some options next turn, depending on what we need to kill. But we're already behind in the game pretty significantly. It's convenient that he didn't have that. Didn't have a way to kill this, but it's like one of the few minions that doesn't line up very well against. Alright, we'll try this guy out and see what we get. We could Blood to Ichor, Arathi trade, and this would actually live. I guess that's a little better, now that I think about it. So now it's hard for him to kill the Kezon. It's hard for him to kill any given thing on our board, right? This doesn't trade very efficiently into anything. This doesn't do any work. So this feels like a better line of play. That helps him kill a 2-health thing. That helps him a lot too. Man, I feel like am I like insane, or are we just getting hard countered on everything we play? Jeez Louise, man. That's a good kill. I guess we'll play this. He's only got 5, so he'd have to sack his board. Yeah, this is fine. This is sort of intriguing on turn 7 in particular. Plus, he might think it's Noble Sacrifice, essentially. It's cool that we got a Paladin card that we can play the same turn, but come on, where's the Tyrion? Where's the True Silver Champion? Repentance? It's like the worst card we could have got. So he's actually played around it somehow. Seemingly knowingly played around it. That's a mildly significant miss on the Knife Juggler, because now he has to eat 5 damage to the face. These are pretty bad against the Knife Juggler. Death's Bite is sort of okay against the Knife Juggler. Not really. Maybe I just go ahead and kill the... and wait to kill the... Could also play this. Then he gets punished for knives. He could just trade both in, but... These are really bad against the Knife Juggler. I'm just gonna wait, actually. I'll just wait, and I can take the 2 or whatever extra damage, or whatever he plays next, and hopefully the Death Bite will kill this basically for free. Yeah, so 5 health minions, not very good into this. I'm gonna eat a lot of damage, it looks like, but I do have the Shield Maiden at least. It's looking like Shield Maiden Berserker here. It's pretty good. Oh, well... No, I was gonna say I probably should have played the Berserker first, but I actually shouldn't have, because it would have died to the wolf then. I'm glad I didn't do that, but I should have thought about it a little more, obviously. So we're sort of in an okay spot. That card's annoying. I don't really have a good way to ping that down either, unfortunately. Kind of have to go boom boom. So my Imani probably just dies to that Divine Shield. That's a good card, actually. Curious what beast he got. We may not really ever get a good answer on that, but I'm gonna be really susceptible to 1/1s depending on how I do this. So I think I play the Destructor and Hero Power instead of the Bilefin Tidehunter, because then I'd have 4 1-health minions out, and it's like I could just be totally dead to any whirlwind effect, which it's a warrior, so he's likely to have potentially some kind of whirlwind effect. So I'm trying to split off my whirlwind effects, essentially, right? So this is hard for me to kill. Zombie Chow doesn't really help much. Interestingly, though, I can actually kind of try this. Now I have to go for the whirlwind stuff. I want to do damage to that because I know I'm going to summon a taunt to maybe protect this. Plus I have some other taunts and a lot of low health things that will probably be able to trade into that, right? Like I have so many little minions that I want to be sure to do this damage while I'm able to do it. Now, obviously a whirlwind effect's going to kill 4 of my dudes, and I'll be in a rough spot because he can kill the 4/4 with the 6/1 and kill the Zombie Chow as well, so I won't have anything but a 2/1 left. But if he doesn't have the whirlwind effect, we have a pretty monster board, so... That's not a whirlwind effect. We can also kill that pretty easily with our setup here. So those taunts are hyper valuable right now. Wow, what a lucky turn for us. Like, legitimately an amazing turn. So we're not going to mess around here. We're just going to kill the stuff that we should kill. I think we will leave the piloted Shredder alive. Just because we don't have a good way to deal with it. Like, we could sack our whole board and maybe end up in a better spot. I mean, he's going to kill the 4/4 with it, but I don't know. It's kind of even, right? It's a 4/3 into a 4/4, and he's probably going to get something around a 2/2, so it's like his 4 will kill our 5, but we have the better board right now. And he's got low attack stuff. So he's making a sort of smart trade. And the heal, because he's worried about being dead. 8, 10. We do have 13 damage. This is a solid minion, actually. I think we will go ahead and unsheath the Shredder now, just to see what happens. And make some trades that have favorable math for us. So this puts this at 3 health, right? 3 health is... He can do 3 health, but a lot... He's got choices, and he can't do 4 damage, right? And this would have put it at 1. It would have died for free to the Argent Squire, so... He's got a Whirlwind effect? No. That was weird. Does that just give me lethal? Yeah, I think it did. I feel like he probably kind of might have been alive if he hadn't done it that way. I think he might have thought it unpopped the wobbling runts, but in fact it did not unpop the runts. So, okay. 2 wins. After the insanely frustrating events of that last game, I'm happy to get at least a second win. I really feared that we might have a 1-win deck on our hands, which is pretty much the worst thing that can ever happen in the history of the world. So, we don't want that. We like to get at least 4. Really like to get at least 7, but we've been on a bad stretch lately. I don't know. I feel like the average player in Arena is so good these days, and the decks seem just insane. Just always have the right answers. So here, of course, we'll toss back the big cards and keep our 2-drop because it's pretty solid. This is not bad. We can't use the Blood to Ichor with the Twisted Organ very effectively, but it is flexible. It's a little less flexible when you've got 2 of them maybe, but we could kill something with 2 health and summon a minion at least. But we probably won't do that just yet. It's like the best possible start to the game for a rogue. Surprisingly, the Zombie Chow actually handles those pretty well. I'm tempted to pick off one of these with the Blood to Ichor just to help, because he can use his weapon. But then I play the Fierce Monkey and his weapon gets shut down, so I'm actually okay if he wants to weapon trade. Weapon trade. The Fierce Monkey has 4 health and he'll only have 3 on board, so it's really not too bad. So our hand's still kind of cool and flexible, but we definitely need some meat soon. Like, we need... And see, like, what are we playing other Legend players at 2-2? What's happening to the world? This is a Legend face-off. I don't have my card back on, but why are so many Legend players at 2-2 in Arena these days? What has happened to the world? So, he kind of made an interesting play here. He might have some pirates, so I feel like killing the ship's cannon is sort of worthwhile. We could play our Flesh-Eating Ghoul. We could kill one of these things. Could play our Twisted Organ and double Blood to Ichor. That actually feels pretty solid. But we're going to be so low on cards. He's got a kill, but we've got 2 dudes. We're just out of stuff. I just don't know that we can win from here. He needs to have a really bad turn, like Hero Power Loot Hoarder or something stupid. I feel like he has too many cards for what he has played. It seems just outrageous how many cards he has. So Abusive Sergeant, Flesh-Eating Ghoul's really not too bad. I think I do kill the Worgen instead of the Slime, just because this has 2 health, which is better against his weapon. I'm wasting a damage here, but it makes my board a little sturdier. So these things have to live for me to win the game. Like, I have to win the game soon. I just don't think we have it, though. We need a 6-drop or something, 5-drop, 4-drop, something big. If he has good answers here, we're just really in trouble. That's not that good. That's a pretty good card, though, honestly. So, like, I can't even kill this board right now. How crazy is this that I'm going to have to run in a Flesh-Eating Ghoul just to kill the stupid Iron Fur Grizzly? Gotta do it though. I mean, this is the only way to take the board back. I have to hold the board the rest of the game, and I have to draw well. This is not going to tide me over. If I get, oh, that's pretty good. If I get like the heroic strike or something, I'm just dead. What? Oh, I actually sometimes don't understand how life works, how Hearthstone works. So there's no reason to. I could have killed it and put this at 1, but it's like he's got to do it himself if he really wants to. Like, so he can do it that way, right? And I can heroic strike next turn and this lives. So this was the right line. The problem now is if I draw like a 7-drop, I can't heroic strike. Assassinate, jeez Louise. So we probably are way behind now for the rest of the game. Shield Maidens is actually probably the best draw in the game. We'll go ahead and kill that one. I know that very soon the Micro Machine will be equal to it, but it had higher health, and I think that this won't grow substantially larger because he just used Assassinate and we can make this trade. But it will have 4 attack probably, though. It's debatable, but we also have weapons and stuff that can kill this. That taunt's going to be annoying. That's actually a pretty good turn for him. This is going to get very large now. I'm going to probably regret my choice, but I didn't assume he'd have another taunt. Like, come on. Berserker doesn't really help. So now he has a kill here and a kill here. We're pretty much dead. If we'd have been able to kill that, we'd have been in a slightly better spot, but... Oh, weird. He's trying to keep this alive and win the game. I like it. It's actually... Oh. Well, I guess that didn't really matter which way he did that, but... He took 5 damage instead of 3 damage the way he did it, I think. I think he did it a little backwards. So that's not very good. Looks like this is a loss. He's drawing too many cards here between Huckster and just... He has 2 cards up on us already. We just don't have any way to get back. Maybe we get the Grand Crusader or whatever it's called into like Tyrion or something, we could. Gorehowl would still be cool to see. I mean, we've had this awesome card we like and we don't even get to play it. That's surprisingly good right now. Moyatron's surprisingly awful right now. I think I have to hold it and maybe protect something valuable with it. It doesn't do any good to send it out right now, it just dies. So, what comes out? What comes out? What comes out? A fierce monkey. It's not any good. So he's got a trade, face trade. He's in a good spot. He's got 4 cards to our 0. So the game is definitely over. This is going to be a 2-win. 2-win warrior. That's what we should have called it. Not the Gorehowl warrior. It's the 2-win warrior. He's really taking it slow with those cards. What could that stuff be? The 2-win legend face-off. Despite. He has 7, 9, 11, 12 damage. If I went Despite to face, I'd take him to 9. Gorehowl would not win me the game. I'd still be 2 off. But killing a minion doesn't help me anymore either. It's just the same amount of damage. Because I gotta basically win in like 2 to 3 turns. He could definitely win in 2 turns unless I get like a huge taunt or something, or he messes up or goofs around. Gorehowl would take him to 2 is all. This will take him to 5 and Gorehowl could finish him, but I'll be dead by then. Because I only have 18 health. Particularly going to be dead now, jeez. I don't have a charger that does 5, so the game is, well, it's definitely over. He got better cards than I did off the, I don't even know what, Burgle, I guess, something. And the struggles continue. The 2-win warrior. Well, at least it was a short video. Oh, and we get rewarded with 5 dust. What a fun game. Mostly trolling. Of course, it's fun to play Hearthstone. It's fun to have people watch you play Hearthstone. I can't complain too much. But pretty disappointing. This is a tough one to upload, right? But in all, in good faith and in good service to making my stats look right. I think we only had 40 dust, actually. I think there were some leftovers that hadn't disenchanted yet. So, anyway, in good faith of keeping the stats good, of course we'll have to upload the failed 2-win warrior, Gorehowl warrior. We never even saw the Gorehowl, so who knows if this is truly the Gorehowl warrior. It should be Gorehowl question mark warrior? The missing Gorehowl warrior? The mysterious case of the Gorehowl warrior? Who knows? But until next time with a brand new arena run in the Advice Arena, thanks so much for watching, and game on.